the previous videos, we mentioned about planning and executing a project. Working effectively as a team member are also the outcome of the assignment here. Based on the scope of work, it is stated that you need to demonstrate your project progress as well as the contributions of the group member in order to provide information to your lecturer in evaluating the teamwork and your ability to plan and execute the assignment. In terms of the assessment, those components will be considered in the written report under the first criteria, which include the planning, executions, and teamwork. Now the question is, how do you demonstrate that you have planned the project well, that you have executed your project well, and you have demonstrated a good teamwork among the group members? This is one of the examples that you can do to demonstrate your progress of the project. You know that this one is a group assignment, which typically designed for 4 to 5 group members. That means we're going to expect everyone in the groups to contribute to completions of the assignment. And this entire assignments is going to be done throughout the semesters, which is typically given in week 1 of the semester and submitted in week 13, and there will be presentations on week 14. That means there's going to be a timeline for you to complete your assignment. You can actually create a table something like this, defined by the week of the studies, which in one semester there are 14 weeks, and there will be a semester break somewhere between week 7 and week 8. The second column is for you to write your progress to demonstrate the progressions of your assignment. And the third column here, it will be the person in charge. Who is the person responsible to that particular task? All this need to be clearly outlined so that we can see that the time is properly utilized throughout the semester for you to accomplish your assignment. The progressions should more or less be equally distributed throughout the entire semesters in order to demonstrate good planning and good progressions of your assignment. You will have to report this honestly. There is no need for you to make up certain things for the sake that it looked nice. Don't do the work in the last minute where you will have heavy concentrations of the task to be done towards the end of the semesters. This will lead to you stress out. It defeats the purpose of learning, as there are much to learn throughout the assignment, and it demonstrates to your lecturer that you are unable to properly plan, or you don't even do the planning, and you don't monitor the progress of your assignment. When you write down the task and the progress, it must be specific so that the lecturer will know what kind of task was carried out. There will be a person in charge. We will know that who did the task. Outline the essential tasks carried out throughout the semesters. If you would like to demonstrate further in terms of good planning of your assignment, you may also create a column somewhere in between the weeks and the progress, which is meant for the milestones, which serve as the baseline of your progress of your assignment. For example, you can put a milestone at week 5 where all the key plan needs to be completed, at least for the first draft. From there, we will be able to monitor the progress of your assignment, whether it is ahead of your planning or it is actually behind of your planning. Of course, you can use other ways to demonstrate that you have properly planned and executed the assignment. This is just one of the examples that you can use that can give lecturer a good reference in terms of the progress of the project. Don't simply make this up. You will have to have all those monitored weekly or every 2 weeks, because it is quite easy for the lecturer to detect if you actually made those up, especially when the sequence of the assignments, which is obviously illogical. This will also involve a lot of coordinations among your group members, as the pace of different members may be different. Some stages are in sequential, which the output of a member will be the input of another member. In the case that the preceding members have some delays, this is going to affect the work progress of the following members. This comes to the importance of the group leaders constantly monitor the progress of the assignment, and everyone will need to work together in order to complete the assignment. Next is about the list of contributions by each members. This one is for you to demonstrate a good teamwork through the distributions or assignments of the tasks of each group members. The bottom line here, it will be all members need to contribute to the assignment. You might not be able to ensure every single members to contribute an equal amount of durations, but at least every members contributed to the assignment, and the workload is about more or less equally distributed. Again, don't try to make up the informations, as your lecturer can actually cross-check through various ways. This should at least be in line with the progressions of the works, as well as logical estimations of the durations. You just need to report what it is, who actually contributed what, how much time is being spent. The ultimate purpose of this is to demonstrate a good teamwork among the group members. And this group teamwork is not as simple as having the equal durations contributed to the assignment. There are many other considerations. After all, it is only going to contribute a little much in terms of your written report. It is not necessary for you to make up the data, which can affect the judgment of your lecturer in future improvement of the assignment. This is a typical table that you can use in order to demonstrate the contributions of each member. There will be the names of the members, the tasks carried out by each members, the durations contributed in accordance to the task, and the total duration spent on one members. The tasks need to be clearly written, be specific, measurable, logical, and outline the significance task only. These are some examples that you can look into. For example, construct an Excel spreadsheet to analyze load on continuous member. This is specific enough, and it should be somewhat measurable. Give your lecturers an idea. It is about equivalent to 3 printed pages. How much durations that you spend on that spreadsheet. Or another example, this member produced sections of the report, which include the introductions, project descriptions, design considerations, which in totals equal to 6 pages. The durations is about 3 hours. Or produce detailings of a continuous beam, which is equivalent to 1 printed page, with the estimated durations of 10 hours. Or validating the Excel spreadsheet that analyze and design a continuous member through manual calculations. Some ways to do the measurements. About 10 handwritten calculation page, total durations of 10 hours. Compiling, editing, printing, and submitting the assignment report, technical drawing, and presentation slide. It seems that this member is the editors of the group, who will do the final touch in terms of the assignments. You may have your own ways to present and demonstrate a good teamwork among yourself. The idea here is the task needs to be specific, clearly outlined, and refined enough, not to be too general that the lecturer cannot imagine what are the tasks that actually carried out by each members. And it should be somewhat measurable, which you can declare on basis of the final reports which is submitted. This will allow the lecturer to cross-check whether you have actually mailed out those informations simply for the sake that it looks good. And even for this, it is said that the member 1 here produced these 3 sections. It is also easy for the lecturer to cross-check. Based on the writing style, the lecturer should be able to tell whether it is produced by the same person. You see, making up the informations is not as easy as students normally think of. Normally, if the information given is specific enough, there are always ways for the lecturers to cross-check the reliability of the informations. It can be checked against the work progress. It can also be checked against your report or your technical drawing, and whether the group members are in good chemistry. It can also be observed during the presentations. There is one more thing about the teamwork that the students misinterpret, which is significantly deviated from the understanding of the lecturer. In the perceptions of the students, a good teamwork means that tasks are separated and given to different members. Every members do their own part, and then somebody going to compile the works for the submissions of the assignment. Yes, this is a part of the teamwork, but it is not quite adequate. The teamwork is not just separating the tasks everyone do on their own and then somebody compiling all those works. There will be continuous communications among the group members, everyone covering each other's. There will be a process of synchronizations of the informations. You know that this is entire project where everything is intact, and it is normally done by one person in the industry. There are no contradictions in terms of the informations. However, when it comes to different persons doing different tasks, there will be a lot of coordinations. Everyone will need to do on their parts, and whichever the outcome of one person, it will be the inputs of the next person, and there will be consistency in terms of the design, which normally the students overlook this. And if you view the assignments from the perspective of the lecturer, this entire assignment is a mechanism of learning for the students. That means the lecturer do not expect each members to know their own parts only. Every member should know the assignments from the heads to the tail. This can easily be cross-checked through the Q&A sections during the presentations. You will see that different members are answering different parts of the Q&As. This implies to the lecturer there is no good communications among the members, no proper synchronizations, and the group leaders does not really care that every members in the groups knows the entire assignment. Sometimes you're going to see students came to the lecturers by themselves complaining about their group members. Someone is not doing the work, or some group leaders has not been fair to someone, and so on and so forth. This is another indication of not having the good teamwork. There could be some arguments among the group members in terms of the durations being declared as the contributions of the members. Some may declare themselves contributing 12 hours for one specific task, which at the end of the day, when come to the submissions of the report, it ends up to be 2 hours only. Then that particular member is quite unhappy that the group leaders purposely reduce the quantifications in terms of the contributions of the members. What you need to know out of this scenario is that the durations declared is just a number which is being referred by the lecturer in the process of cross-checking certain things. The numbers need to be logical. It is not how much you declare. It is how much the lecturer estimated the amount of effort required within that particular task. You cannot just simply declare any number there. And the ultimate purpose here is for the lecturer to evaluate whether this group have good teamwork among the group members. It is not personal, and most of the arguments within the groups which being brought forward to the lecturers, the focus of the discussions of the students are rather personal. You need to aware the concentrations of your arguments is not the major concern of a lecturer in facilitating the learning process of this particular course. In fact, if the group leaders found that there are members who are not really contributing to the assignment, it is either for him to rate 0 contributions of the member or simply remove the names of the members from his group. That means in the cover page of the assignment, the person who is not contributing to the assignment shall not appear in the name list of the group members, as this is going to spoil the teamwork of the entire group, and it is between you and your group leaders. If you are the one that are not contributing to the assignment, you need to be proactive and take initiative to offer your contributions to the groups. This is also a part of the learning, as it is already specified. One of the outcome of the assignment, it will be good teamwork.